Good evening and welcome back to the Weather Centre. Today was a quiet day as far as weather is concerned, with virtually cloud-free conditions countrywide, except for the far eastern parts where it remained mostly cloudy in KwaZulu-Natal as well as the Lowveld. This evening there's a low risk of light rain over the Lowveld and the adjacent escarpment, and tomorrow morning we could see a bit of drizzle initially, especially in the vicinity of Tweehandou against the escarpment in Limpopo. We're expecting a high-pressure system to continuously bring in moist air to the northern parts of South Africa overnight, resulting in a foggy start to the day, especially over the high-lying areas in Mpumalanga and Limpopo. Meanwhile, a fog bank is expected to migrate southwards along the west coast of the Northern Cape tomorrow. That's as a result of a coastal low-pressure system, which will also bring fog to Cape Town during the late afternoon. Over the western interior, very hot conditions are likely, and berg winds will result in a very hot day over the southern coastal areas as well. There's a cold front approaching from the west, which will only reach the Western Cape during the course of Friday. Tonight we're expecting light winds across the interior, fresh northeasterlies along the Eastern Cape coastline, and a breezy evening over the eastern part of the Lowveld with southeasterly winds expected. Tomorrow winds become northwesterly and strong over the western interior. That will translate to bergwind conditions along the south and southeast coast. Fresh northeasterlies are likely along the KZN coastline, and by tomorrow afternoon winds will freshen along the Western Cape southwest coast as well. Morning temperatures start off very high over the Northern Cape interior, 24 degrees overnight in Springbok, 20 in Uppington, but it's much cooler further east with 15 degrees in Kimberley, and Bloemfontein dropping really low down to 7. 12 degrees overnight in Johannesburg and Mahikeng, and a warm start to the day in Durban with minimums of 20. Maximum temperatures will be much higher than today over the eastern parts. 33 degrees expected in Pietermaritzburg, 28 degrees in Bombela. Over the western parts, very hot weather, 35 in George, and a maximum of 36 degrees likely in Port Elizabeth. For Friday, we're expecting significant cooling over the Western Cape, and a bit of rain is expected along the southwestern and southern coastline. Meanwhile, it becomes very hot and clear over the northeastern parts of the country, and by Saturday, we're expecting cooling along the eastern coastal areas, together with light rain, and thunderstorms return to KZN. That's all from the Weather Centre. Enjoy your evening.